Some beautiful weather out there today, but we are keeping an eye on Hurricane Ian and what the storm might mean for us here, Chris.
Yeah, that's going to be our focus this week, is trying to pinpoint and refine this track and what type of impacts we'll have. Thank goodness, before that storm gets here, we're going to have some really nice weather. In fact, it is dry out there right now. No rain, no clouds. Temperatures are cooling off. But here's where all the action is right now. This is Cuba, just south of Cuba, here in the northwestern parts of the Caribbean. That's where we're seeing the center of circulation right here as Ian is getting stronger and moving up toward the north. The wind speeds have increased a little bit by about 5 miles an hour. Now 105-mile-an-hour winds. And not only is Cuba being impacted here, but on the right-hand side of the center, we're seeing some of these outer bands going through the Keys, also through South Florida, through Miami. And we often have to watch with these outer bands the potential for severe weather or tornadoes to come out of that. So let me show you what we're watching with this latest advisory that came in right at 11 o'clock tonight. Still a Category 2 storm, maximum sustained winds at 105 miles an hour, gusting to 125, moving northwest at about 13 miles an hour. It's going to cross over Cuba tonight, then move into the Gulf of Mexico, getting stronger, becoming a Category 4 early on Wednesday, but still not making landfall. But as it moves up into through the Gulf of Mexico, it is going to be paralleling the coastline there of western Florida. So that's just going to be sending a lot of wind and a lot of rain over many areas, not just at landfall. We do think landfall will be near Tampa early on Thursday, and then continuing to move inland as it's going to be spreading that wind and rain inland. And then we have to watch the remnants here of the track of the storm, as now the Hurricane Center is pushing this a little bit more over to the east. That would be in our favor. If it goes more to the east, our impacts here would be lower. So let me show you the scenarios of what we are watching with those potential tracks and why that is so important. If that track happened to go through Florida and then move to the west of us, if the center of the track is to the west of us, we would have more rain, we would have stronger winds, and we would have a tornado threat. But if it goes more to the east, which is what the Hurricane Center is showing now, we would still have wind and rain, but it will be less rain and also weaker winds that we're going to be having too. So soak up the 11 tomorrow on the wazometer with highs near 76 degrees and dry weather on Wednesday. We start to feel some impacts Thursday with the breezes whipping up a little bit, still cool. Friday, the rain comes in late. Saturday's the day with the better coverage of rain and wind, and then tapering off Sunday and Monday with highs holding in the 70s.